Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Tracy and this is a girl with plans. In today's video, we're going to be going back and assessing my Q1 goals. All right, guys, so this planner is actually where I store my prior months for my goal setting and planning. And then it's a holding file for future months because I'm currently Franken planning my goals planner with my catch-all. So I only keep a couple of months in my actual current planner at a time. So that's why this looks different than my goals planner. And it still has sticky stuff on it. So for Q1, I used the Wild at Heart dashboard planner. And the reason why I used it was because it was a planner I had on hand. Looking back, I wish I would have used it a different way. I think the dashboard can be utilized successfully. I just went about it the wrong way, or at least I think it just didn't work for me. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of give a quick assessment of my goals. Obviously, I do not use I was not using my monthly, and as you'll see in later months, I kind of did it all together. Here's my goal planner. It doesn't look much different from my setup. This flip through is almost like a flip through of my spreads. Didn't really do much. Had high expectations, but didn't do it. I had even set up like a cleaning schedule. Didn't follow through. This video is all about being honest. I even did things here where I was like, financial, nada. Even though I had kind of did okay, like filling out some stuff as far as financial, I didn't really get started. I kind of just did some of the prep work and I should have gotten started. Reading and January kind of didn't do well. It did do better in February. Like I read 2 books in February. Woohoo! But like I said, March, I didn't read anything. Duolingo went really well in January, and February fell off the bandwagon. No reason. There was no reason. There was no excuse. It was just pure laziness. That's all I can say about that. So I really need to make it a point, which is why this new way of kind of goal setting, goal tracking, and doing the hourly layout will hopefully work with some of those goals that should be easy to accomplish, but for some reason my laziness is kind of preventing me from accomplishing it, such as doing Spanish like lessons on a day-to-day basis, reading, journaling, things like that. Again, journaling has not happened in 3 months. I think I don't even know how many times. I can probably count them on one hand. Yes. For someone who has a goal planner and who has like done all these goal planner setups, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've not only let myself down, I've let you down, but I'm all about being honest because I can get on here and just tell you fibs, but for some reason, the beginning of the year has not been, let's start out with the bang and knock all these goals out. But hopefully the second quarter will. All right, so I did like a flip through of the first quarter. I'll do a quick flip through of the second quarter. Very cute spreads. What I started doing was writing people that I wanted to reach out to. I kind of did do that. Outings, I was kind of doing that. Not as much as I probably should. Professional development, haven't really done very much on that. But in my 9 to 5, January's and February's are kind of crazy as far as schedule goes. So it kind of makes it hard for me to kind of take on new projects. So that's why I haven't done that. I will say in the financial realm, I'm going to talk as I flip through this because there's really nothing to talk about on the pages. So I'll just kind of tell you. I did finally clip and take out one of the actual page of the calendar because I'm like, I don't even use it. As you can see, not a good month. Pretty much everything was not a good month. And now I forgot what I was talking about. But so yeah. Socializing, I've kind of done the bare minimum. I would love to say that I've gone above and beyond, but I will say having it in my goals planner has kind of forced me sometimes to even have that minimum amount of social outings a month. So this has worked. I haven't done a good job of like tracking it, but I've kind of met the minimum. Some of the other things, home goals, most of that has been centered on spring cleaning. I pretty much have only done my daily cleaning. I haven't done anything, whoops, out of the ordinary, anything extra there. However, I did create a spring cleaning list. That is super cute. That should be in my catch-all planner. And if I can find it, I will show you. I did a YouTube short, but here it is. And as of now, I have not started, but it's just April and I came back from vacation and I was sick. So this isn't laziness. But what I did is I kind of wrote all the rooms in my house and then wrote down everything that needs to be done in those rooms. And I can just check them off as I do it. So that has been done. Again, I don't know if I would have created that if I didn't have a goal set. So I do think this is working. The thing that isn't working was, like I said, how I set it up. And I kind of went over this during my April goal setup planner, goal planner setup. So I'm not going to get too much into it, but I think it was 2 goals per page. It just wasn't utilized. It just wasn't efficient. If I can find this planner. All right. So here's the planner I was using. I was covering up the spine with washi tape. But okay, so let's see. These are extra pages from January and February. Right. All right. So let's just play in case some of you guys are interested. This is what I think I should have done when I was using the goals planner. I should have whited this out. So we would say, pretend this is white out. I don't want to waste any white out. I would have probably put labels or boxes over there. And in the boxes, maybe even here. Depends on how many goals you have. So I only really need 6 categories. So I would have wrote here, personal development, here, professional, here, socializing, financial, home, and then we have other. All right. So if you did have a planner, this is how I kind of wish I would have done it. And then for each one, I would have gone and used these lines to just jot down the goals under those specific categories. So like personal development, like my goal was to journal X times per week. Okay, this is sloppy, I'm sorry. But that's something that, I would have done. Then professional, financial, like savings tracker, stuff like that. Then here, this is where I kind of would have used, I would have noted out definitely errands, calls, and emails. Probably note it. Get it done could probably stay, but if you like to cover it up, you cover it up. But this is where I kind of would have wrote my action plans or things to get it done. So like if my goal was to read 2 books, then this is where I would track it. Or even, I don't know, jot down some books that I want to read. I don't know. Journaling, I could do habit trackers here, things like that. So I think that would have been better. It would have only been like a 2-page spread. I could have used note pages, or because you're redating it, could have actually used the last page for the month and then use the currently page, what they call the currently page, which I did use. Well, at least I tried to use, but like for January, I kind of did this so I can do like a reflection. because I was so inconsistent, I didn't have much to reflect on. But you could always use, you know, those back 2 pages. So then you can kind of use that to write notes on and stuff like that. So I think that would have been a better way for me to utilize the dashboard. With that said, moving into the second quarter, I have decided to go with a new Franken planner. I need to bring out my current one. Like I said, I've already gone over this in a different video. But basically, what I have done was Franken plan the hourly with the vertical. And that's it. So that's how I'm doing it. And the vertical is being used as goal categories up here. Then I'm breaking the goals down along with action plans in each kind of row. So we're going to see how this works. I'm super excited about it. I did tape, so like because I used the vertical, there was some more vertical over here that I didn't need. So I just taped a blank page here that I will just write probably notes, maybe notes for next month. I don't know yet, but I kind of just wanted to have a spot to jot things down as I need it. And then with this layout, I also have things to follow up on. So again, maybe this is for next month. And this is notes about this month. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go along with that. But I'm super excited about this. I think I'm going to be using it. As you can see, I did start writing down what I'm going to do for the 3rd, which is the first week that I'm going to start using it. I am filming a video that is going to show how I'm going to use this throughout the week. I am going to set up each day, the evening before or the morning of. But I am planning out my goals. I am going to plan, well, not all my goals, because all the goals cannot be technically planned out, but some of them can be planned and like penciled into my calendar. So I think that pretty much sums up my goal planning for the first quarter. Was not great, but I think there's some good things that came out of it. As I said, I think I focused on things that I would not have focused on if they were not in a goals planner. So even though I don't think I used it very well, even though I obviously did not fill out this stuff, I think the fact that I set it up helped keep some of this stuff. I'm sorry, every time I do, I need to get those little plastic things off the back. I think the fact that I set it up kept it in the forefront. So I think you guys should keep that in mind because it can become discouraging when you don't reach your goals. But you just need to think about just writing them down, planning to do them. Are you further along than you would have been if you didn't do that? I do plan to kind of focus a little bit more on goal planning this month because I am doing the hourly. So be looking for a few more plan with me's coming up in that realm. I do hope you guys do enjoy these videos. They are a little bit more chatty, so I do apologize for that. But I do think goal planning is important. So it's something I do want to incorporate into my channel. If you guys are still around and you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are already subscribed, I really, really, really do want to thank you. All right, guys, thank you again for spending time with me today. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.